Don't look at me like that. Hello. Leave me alone already. Hi. I heard you were having some problems with the client. Oh, it's you, Vince. Nah, nothing too bad. I can try and talk to him again if you want. I don't know. I feel like this work just isn't right for me. Hey, what are you saying? You have to do this and get your shackles removed. Your fans need you. I know. I'm just not sure this is the right path. It's bringing me nothing but suffering. I'm not the only one suffering because of it. You just have to put up with this a little longer. 3 more orders and you're done. Yeah. Hold on. Did I ever tell you how many orders I had left? Yes, of course. Did you forget? Alright. Okay, I'll call him right now. Maybe he'll change his mind. Alright. Thanks for joining me, friend. Shame you didn't even touch your drink. Can I touch your drink? No. Hello. Fine. I want to give you one more chance. You? I'm ready. Of course you're ready, you absolute moron. You're always ready. You failed me before, and it's most unlike me to give you another chance. I still haven't gotten over your mishap with the wand, but I think we can come to a compromise. A compromise? It's not an easy job, and several of my guys ran into trouble there. I had to pull them out. They're not expendable, but you'd be perfect for the job. Judging by what you do in your spare time, you don't have much of a choice. So get going. The order is at your door. Just try not to die. How do you know what I do in my spare time? Click. Fine. I'll grab that in a second. I want to... Can I look at the stuff that's here? Can't tell what that is. Okay. Can't leave this in the hallway.
It's easier to get a new one.
I need to put this on the desk. Black River Drifters. Huh. Okay. A strange note. The contractor agrees to infiltrate Black River Drifters by Elena von Belro and extract an item, the sword Excalibur. The client agrees to pay the negotiated sum upon fulfillment of the contract. Is this written by Sarah Palin? Look at that. An excerpt from a review. However, drawing parallels between dogmatic faith and programmed AI commands is certainly an interesting exercise, especially for a subject that's already been done to death. Sands Magazine gives it 3 out of 5 stars. Still don't know if I can fit a whole sword in there. Fun nerd fact. The sword in the stone was not, in fact, Excalibur. It was a different sword. Got Excalibur separately. I'm going to go with drain more ink, because that is really going to help. 50 ink. That's great. Okay, anything else of interest? Room look any different? Read some stuff. Carl Martin is selling his share in the independent publishing agency Harmony and investing in a large share of Morrock Publishing Agency. Initial information states that Mr. Martin is entertaining the possibility of joining a more major and stable player with successful and high-potential projects. It was reported that the entrepreneur met with a Morrock board of directors today. Huh. Usually that gives me information on whatever happened with the last thing I stole. This is not the time to take a shower. Alright. Bar tab from Alt Bliver Fint. Red wine, cheese plate, broken wine glasses, broken porcelain plate, broken decorative vase, broken bar stool, broken two-person table, moral damages. Holy crap, that's a lot of money. It's also reinforcing that I probably should have, was this trash out here before? I probably should have been, using a British accent. Closed. More renovations? How was I supposed to know that at the beginning? This is going to be the pen is mightier than the sword situation. Someone cut the tape. I can go in. It's open. Bathroom's boarded up. A blank book. My neighbor tried to start writing it. A cut cable coming from the ceiling. It's a sturdy one. So that's what happens to writers once they work off their sentence. Can I close the door? Nope. All right. Let's dive in. Ouch! Landing on a metal floor isn't all that great, I'm guessing. Oh, hi, Jack. I'm Roderick. Right, it's just been so long. It's been a week, hasn't it? Like usual. Well, there was a little setback with the client. Is that booze I smell? No, I just haven't washed this jacket in a while. Did you have problems because of the wand? Yeah, kind of. But we're back in business now. Today we'll be looking for Excalibur. The sword? Are you sure we're in the right book? If we're looking for a medieval sword, we'll find out once we take a look around. Intruder alert. Identify yourself or you will be punished by the might of the Seekers of the Worthy. I'm gonna say my name. The voice is coming from a strange face on the wall that peeks out from the cables like a spider in its web. Etienne. Etienne. I shall hear the will of the worthy and decide your fate. Have patience. What the hell is going on? The short version is, this is a pilgrim ship, and they're very serious and strict, so cut it out with the jokes. I'm not making jokes. Shh! So where's Excalibur? And what's this worthy have to do with anything? What do you think the worthy is worthy of? Worthy of Excalibur? The worthy is the one who can pull the sword from the stone. They're flying around the universe on this ship looking for that person. I remember there was an old legend or tale. I think the new author was also working with the walkers to get the sword. And now it's our turn. The worthy has spoken to me. Finally. Tell me, Etienne, Are you prepared to join us, pilgrims, sailing this black river in search of the worthy, and give your life in the pursuit of our goal? I'm gonna say yes. I, the Navigator, greet you, Acolyte Etienne. Welcome to our temple and home. Now get to work, as our ship requires constant inspection. Sounds good. The ship's navigator greets you, Acolyte. Where's the ship headed? We are exploring the vast reaches of the Black River in search of the worthy. Do you have any clues about where they might be? The sacred sword will lead us to them. When we find the worthy, they will draw the sacred sword from the stone and guide our people to a brighter future. So the worthy could be anyone? Even me? Let me try and pull the sword out. I know I'm the worthy you're looking for. First, you must prove you are worthy of attempting to prove that you are worthy. Study truths, inspect the machinery, and help your brothers. That will guide you to gradual understanding of the truth that will unlock the path to the sword. No shortcuts for you. Can I see Excalibur? We cannot even discuss the sacred sword on the lower level of the ship. It is the most unholy part of our vessel. So how do I get up higher? It is simple. You will ascend once you prove you are worthy of it. Alright. The cells. Alright, I can talk. I forgot I can talk to Roderick. Let's ask Roderick how he is. How are you doing? I'm fine. Do you really think this is a good time to chat? By the way, I've been meaning to ask. What do you do when you're not stealing items from books? Well, to be honest, I'm finding it hard to live without books. But they confiscated every book I own, so mostly I just sit around now. Just sit around? Yeah, sit and wait. You don't have anyone to pass the time with? Friends, or maybe a lover? All my friends are writers, and I'm forbidden from seeing them by law. As for a lover, it's complicated. I see. Do you remember how I mentioned my neighbor, the writer, who lived below me? Yes, and you said the police wanted to question you. Well, it turns out my neighbor, he what? His apartment was sealed off, and I decided to peek inside and find out what happened. You broke into a crime scene? What were you thinking? Well, from what I could tell, he ended it all. I remember you told me that after serving their sentence, writers often... The police said he had just finished working off his sentence, and that's what happened afterward. I heard that some just go into books and never come back, but others, like my neighbor, still do it the old-fashioned way. I need to finish all these jobs. I don't want to end up like that. Elevator. Cells. Cooling system. What does the cables do? They disappear into the darkness. Not helpful. Let's check out the cells first. Locked door. Locked door. Repair module. Locked door. Locked door. Engine room. Need an access card. How about the repair module? Ah! There we go. Some kind of device. Push the red button. Message appears on the screen. Brother, place the broken object in the slot and it will be restored to its former appearance. What does the synthesis button do? An object creation menu appears on the screen. Synthesize objects. Oh, this is how I do crafting. Ooh, space multi-tool. That's what I'm going to need. I need silver bars for it. So I can get fewer items, I guess, unless there's a crafting station somewhere. Hang on. What's that sound? What sound? Watch out! Damn! Acolyte Samsa, begin repairs immediately in the name of the worthy.
Elder brother, I cannot.
What is your reason, Acolyte Samsa?
I need help.
You still have your limbs. That means you are able to do the repairs.
I cannot stand.
Is something pinning you down, Acolyte Samsa?
I must have internal injuries. My ribs.
I understand. You have lost faith in the worthy. May you not fear the disillusioned on your path. Remove them from your brotherhood.
No, I cannot. My ribs.
Hold on, let me do it! Bright red beam shoots out of nowhere, leaving a glowing glare on your retinas. When you manage to blink it away, the Acolyte Samsa's unmoving body has a clean hole burned through the back of his head. What the hell? Acolyte Etienne, begin repairs immediately in the name of the worthy. It will be done. May the worthy gaze upon you and guide your hand as their own. Look at the panel by the ceiling that the beam came from, and your hands instinctively reach for the back of your head. Yeah, we should probably hurry with those repairs. Okay. How I fix? Poor guy. You examine the body, trying to avoid looking at the head wound. You don't notice anything of interest. There's something in his hand. Huh? You unclench the dead man's hand to see an electronic access card. Unfortunately, the explosion damaged it too. Take the card. You take the still warm, partially melted access card. Well, I know a thing I can do with that. Look at the glow inside the engine through a dense wave of heat. It's molten metal. You should hurry before the core melts. So, what's the problem? I don't know. The author is very vague in his description of the engine. Look inside. You lean forward and look into the engine's dark opening. Rubber hoses, metal pipes, pistons, and belts. Surprisingly, it all seems to be in good shape. Everything inside looks intact. So why is it heating up so much? I guess I'm going to use my hands. You reach for the closest moving part of the engine. As soon as your hand touches the metal, you pull your fingers back sharply and step away. Damn, that's hot. Maybe it's supposed to be molten hot. It's supposed to be molten hot. It's a spaceship engine, right? Yeah, and that alarm is normal too. And these lights are flashing just for the fun of it. Acolyte Etienne, was it your hand that caused the engine temperature to increase? No. In the name of the worthy. It seems that the cooling system is out of order. Follow the lower hallway to the cooling center and try to determine the problem. It will be done. Before I do that... Put the burnt access card inside. Object accepted. Processing. Processing. The compartment opens and you see the completely restored access card within. Access card for slot A. We'll go in there when we have the time. You see a screen with okay. Thought it might be helpful for this immediate emergency. Hot steam is escaping from the broken pipe. Pipe is broken and the water is turned on. What do we do? Close the water valve. Ugh, it's shut. Pipe is broken and the water valve is shut. What do we do? Disconnect the broken pipe. You disconnect the broken pipe, it cools down fairly quickly and you put it in your coat pocket. You'll have to replace it with a new one. That's obvious. Alright, let's get back. Wonder if I can put it in that machine and fix it. Object accepted. Processing. Processing. The compartment opens and you see the completely restored pipe within. Wow, it even recreated the rust on it. Guess that's how it looked before the explosion. Not bad. Hot steam is escaping from the broken pipe. Alright, connect the repaired pipe. Is that everything? Not quite. Check the equipment again. Maybe we're missing something? Need to open the water valve. The water's flowing! It worked! Let's go take another look at the engine now. The cooling system is steadily pumping the ice mixture through the pipes. The engine isn't radiating heat like before. You can even touch the outer panels with your bare hand. We fixed the cooling system, but it looks like that wasn't enough. Maybe there's some kind of button we need to push? Find the button. You inspect the device with an experienced eye, but you don't see anything that looks like a control panel, button, lever, or ignition keyhole. Call the navigator. In the name of the worthy, I ask you to start the engine. It is not to me you should direct your prayers, Acolyte Etienne, but to the worthy. I am just a servant. Worthy, I pray, start the engine. You clearly have not managed to learn the holy litanies yet, so I will help you, newcomer. Repeat after me. By the will of the worthy, I pray for the flame to obey my will and activate this mechanism. I'm gonna have to remember that. By the will of the worthy, I pray for the flame to obey my will and activate this mechanism. Something inside the engine starts rumbling discontentedly, gaining momentum. Suddenly, a shrill noise fills the room. Acolyte Etienne, you do not have enough faith. Oh, come on! My faith is stronger than ever. I believe in the worthy with my whole heart, my whole soul, with every cell in my body. I believe. Suddenly, a compartment opens on the side of the engine, and a soft hiss and a cloud of white steam. An empty compartment designed to hold a cylindrical flask appears. I speak of something else. Place a full vessel of faith in the compartment so that our temple may continue its journey. Is that some kind of fuel? Faith? Yeah, it's something like fuel around here. Let's go look around. Maybe we can find somewhere to siphon some of this faith. Let's go. Any of the stuff up here look... Oh, I found a crate. Card A. Access granted. Container. That gives me 4 bars. I need 5. Cryo capsule. A woman is lying in this tightly closed capsule, eyes closed, and lips rapidly and soundlessly moving as she recites something. Examine the woman. The woman looks absolutely exhausted, which makes it hard to guess her age. She could be 40 or 18. Her outfit is an odd blend of medieval style and futuristic materials. Her hands are folded across her chest and she's holding something, but you can't see what it is. Let's see. Some sort of amulet that looks like it could be a cross or a sword. Examine the capsule. The capsule is full of electronic equipment and tubes leading from the woman to a glass vessel that is slowly filling with a glowing liquid. Examine the electronics. Among the unintelligible labels and symbols, you see only one you can understand. Capsule temperature 24 degrees, manually set. 24 degrees? That's like in Celsius. I think that's really cold. Round it to 25 just to get the estimate faster. So 5 times 9, 45 plus... Oh, that's not bad, actually. That's in the 70s. Nothing of interest. Examine the vessel of liquid. This is what we're looking for. They call it faith. Is it coming out of her? Don't think about it. The vessel is almost full. You can take it. What will happen to her? Glance at the woman behind the glass screen and continues her silent recitation. She'll be okay. Remove the vessel of faith. You slowly pull the glass vessel of liquid out of the machine. The woman in the capsule pauses for a second. A new empty flask appears where the old one just was. The woman returns to her original state. Faith starts gradually filling the new vessel, but it happens very slowly. I got it. Knock on the capsule. Knock, knock. The woman doesn't react at all. Alright. That was interesting. Now, I think I needed 5 to make a, Yeah, I needed 5. I don't have a bottle yet. Let's go ahead and extract one here, though. Cooled engine is patiently waiting for you. The compartment to hold a flask of faith is still open. Insert a flask of faith. The flask fits perfectly in the compartment. You push down a little harder and it gently settles deeper into the machine. As soon as you take your hand out, a thick round hatch cover slides over the compartment. I'm going to try to remember the prayer myself. Do you remember how it went? Something about flame and mechanism and... Oh, and don't forget the worthy! Just let me just find that part. By the will of the worthy, I pray for the flame to obey my will and activate this mechanism. By the will of the worthy, I pray for the flame to obey my will and activate this mechanism. A roar starts building inside the engine, then suddenly bursts out. The pistons start moving. A steady hum fills the engine room. May the worthy bless you, Acolyte Etienne. The engine is working correctly again. Your work here is done. It is time for you to ascend. Start looking around nervously, bowing your head slightly. Ascension is the right to climb higher to the middle level of the ship. Of course. You may use the elevator to ascend. And the sword, Excalibur, the location of the sacred sword will be made known only to those who have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge. Navigator's voice is always cold and mechanical, but he says this phrase in an even colder voice. Well, let's go to the elevator then. I get bad vibes from religious faith being a combustible engine fuel. Yeah, that's not great. Oh, another container. Yes! That's enough. I wonder if I can get in here. Nope. Okay. Do you wish to ascend to the middle level, brother? Yes, I do. Welcome to Earth, brother. Earth? We call the lower decks Hell, the middle deck Earth, and the upper decks Heaven? Correct, brother. I see you have already studied your scriptures. If the will of knowledge guides you, visit the library on this floor. Okay, and is Excalibur there on the top floor? Every acolyte who ascends from Hell must first serve 5 human years on Earth before they will be permitted to touch the sword. What? Only after 5 years have passed can the acolyte grasp the highest sacred truth, and then the worthy will permit them to ascend to heaven and touch the sword. Begin your service. Your 5-year countdown has begun. So what am I supposed to do? How should I serve? Study truths, inspect the machinery, and help your brothers. Only routine will guide you to gradual understanding of the truth. We should look around and figure out a better plan than mopping floors for 5 years. What's this thing on the wall? Don't know what I'll need a fire extinguisher for, but I'm ready. Access card. Someone drop this? Can I go back down? Do you wish to descend to the lower level? Yes, I want to go down. Intrigued that everyone starts in hell and not on Earth. Yeah, it is interesting. Unknown error. Access denied. It is card B, right? Is the card damaged? No. Alright, well, it was worth a shot. Alright, let's see. We've got cabins, round table room. I want to start in the library. Whoa! There's damage here too. I guess the engine must have really flared up. You should hurry. If the fire spreads to the library, all the scriptures could be ruined. Capsule is stuck, but you see a twisted chunk of metal keeping it from opening. If only had some kind of tool. Use the multi-tool. You find something on the multi-tool that kind of looks like a screwdriver and use it as a lever to move the piece of metal. Lift the capsule. To hear the words of the past, recite the voice prayer. To lower the righteous sword, recite the sacrifice prayer. To alter the electric river's current, recite the spirit prayer. Hatch won't open. Also won't open. If my hand, O worthy, prevents me from serving you, I will cut it off like a withered root. Let's write that down. I'll call it the sacrifice prayer. Are you sure you won't get it mixed up with such strange names? Cool. They're showing me that stuff. Alright, I'm blocked from the other end, it looks like. How do I... I used up the fire extinguisher. I might need to get another one. Not going to bother too much with him. Let's take a look in the round table room. Whoa! Another thing on fire. Burning cryo capsule. The device connected to the prayer chamber is on fire. You won't be able to get the vessel of faith. Just don't stick your hand in there. We need to find a fire extinguisher first. Okay, I'll leave. Nothing in here. Let's check the cabins. Getting fires put out, I think, is first priority. Another slot for faith. Thought they only needed it on the lower level. Faith is what moves our ship forward. Without it, the search for the worthy would be impossible. It is needed on each deck of the ship, as well as in each stage of our lives. Alright, I get it. Well, at least it can take a dump. Is that a fire extinguisher? It is. Oh, and there's something on the floor in there. Let's grab that. Excellent. Access card C. Don't have to go right now. I feel like there's more to do in here. But we've got fires to put out. Fire extinguisher. The man inside shows no signs of life, just like the equipment surrounding the capsule. The flask of faith was filled before the fire and is almost unscathed. You take it from the compartment. It really is a miracle that it's intact. Look at all of them. Chamber's empty. Hot cryo crystal. Hot cryo capsule in your area. The youngest crew member you've seen so far is writhing in pain inside the chamber. The panel showing his vitals is blinking red, as is the panel showing the temperature inside the capsule. Looks like the chamber's overheated. We should cool it down so that guy doesn't die. Examine the sensors. On the side panel, he knows the thermometer is set automatically. It says Controlled by the navigator. Guess the navigator has problems understanding what room temperature is. Elderly woman, she's dead. Flask that usually holds faith is empty. Old man inside the capsule. His whole body is shaking and his hands are grasping the chest of his suit as though he's trying to rip it apart. There's a phrase flashing on the panel. Heart failure. Stabilizer injection required. His flask of faith is filled to the brim. Alright. Dead man lies motionless in the capsule. The flask of faith next to the capsule is completely empty. Looks like the crew started to lose faith in their mission. After so many years of fruitless wandering, I'm not surprised. Alright, let's move on. Wait a second. Look what he's holding. You open the capsule, and as steam escapes, you see that the dead man's hands are grasping a tape reel. We should listen and see what's on there. I'm going to help everybody. I just need to get the stuff. The first thing is to talk to the navigator. Nope. Okay, he's not going to help me. Great. Let's see what I can do about everything else. Prayer is carved into the wall in Gothic script. May strength fill the part of my body that you require most of all, O worthy. Okay, that should be easy to remember. I'll write it down. I'll call it the Spirit Prayer. Put the note in your pocket. Hear the voice of the past, lower the righteous sword, alter the electric river's curse. Okay, maybe I can recite the Spirit Prayer on the... Flask fits perfectly in the compartment. Let's say your prayer. Speak your request to the worthy. The worthy has heard your prayer. I will give you their answer soon. So the worthy only talks to you? Why can't I hear the answer straight from them? You ask the wrong questions, Acolyte. You must ask why you are not yet worthy of a direct conversation with the worthy. Worthy of the worthy? Does the author know what a tautology is? In any case, I specifically was created in the supposed image of the worthy. Therefore, I receive signals from them. You were created? I thought you were human? The worthy has declared their will. You may activate the device. Indicators and messages start to light up. Thank you, O worthy. Warning. Insufficient energy. Limited functionality available. Let's unlock the infirmary first. The infirmary compartment is not receiving the required amount of energy. No access. We need to reduce the ship's energy consumption. Let's figure out how we can do that. Study the figures. These are the energy usage statistics. It looks like the navigator requires almost 70% of the total energy. Him needing so much is forcing them to fly slower than they had originally planned. I guess he's just that important? What compartment shall I activate for you? Try the kitchen. The kitchen compartment is receiving the required amount of energy. Access granted. See a huge metal door frozen shut at floor level. That looks like a freezer. You pull on the cold handle with all your strength. No results. Yeah, it's not going to work. Maybe there's a knife somewhere in the kitchen? A knife? Are you joking? You need a sledgehammer and a chisel to break this ice. Or an ice pick. Sure, there must be an ice pick around here, right? For all that space ice climbing they do? It doesn't have to be an actual ice pick. There must be some kind of similar tool here. I don't see anything in the text. Maybe you should ask your neighbor. I think my neighbors all hate me now, but I'll try. Knock on the door. Slow tramping footsteps. Who's there? It's Etienne. Who? Etienne, your neighbor? I see. I'm looking for a pickaxe. Do you happen to have one? A pickaxe? What the hell is going on in your apartment? I got this new mining job. I found a job as a miner. Today's my first day. They told us to bring our own pickaxes, but I seem to have lost mine. Do you happen to have a spare? What utter nonsense. No way even old Henry falls for that one. Oh my, a miner! What wonderful news! It's about time you came to your senses and stopped all that scribbling. All holed up in there? Let me go look. Here, just remember to bring it back. Thank you! Old Henry's the best. Why did he have a full-on pickaxe? Why do the neighbors hate us? Because we keep borrowing stuff and never bringing it back. You raise the pickaxe over your head. Okay, here goes. Break the ice. So, come here often? Have you always been a door? Alright. Break the ice, but all you find inside is frozen food. Ice, that might come in handy. What for? To cool something down later. You'll find out. Fine. Well, do it. Excuse me? Over the head. Only as much strength as needed. That's your motto. With a measured swing, you raise the pick over your head and drop it onto the ice block. Then crack appears along the edge, and a large chunk of ice falls onto the floor with a crash. Not bad! Pick up the chipped off chunks of ice from the floor. Okay. Gotta get there and save one of the guys. Better question is, why don't I have a pickaxe in my apartment? I mean, in this economy? Use ice to cool the chamber down. You pour ice on the capsule. The ice sizzles, then quickly starts melting. Temperature slowly starts to fall, and as soon as it reaches normal range, you open the capsule. The man's eyes are still closed, but at least you saved him from suffocating in that heat. Should we leave him like this? Yeah, let him get a little fresh air. Take the flask. Take the flask. You remove the flask of glowing liquid and put it in your pocket, making sure the lid is on tight first. Thanks, you nodded the still unconscious man. Alright, now maybe I have enough power to get into the infirmary. Try the armory. The armory compartment is receiving the required amount of energy. Access granted. Ship's cannon. On the side of the massive cannon, you see a control panel. Examine it. Inside a decorative metal frame with a floral motif. How does it turn on? Maybe it runs on faith too? Okay, so it definitely does. Damn it, fine. I'm not going to put faith in a gun right now. That sounded weird, but my point was that I might need the faith for something else. The hell room am I in? Push the unlock button next to the hallway. Oh, interesting. I did just get card C. Access granted. It's completely empty. I don't think anyone's lived here for a while. Anything else in here? Not a note. get back to where it was. I like that there's a candelabra on a spaceship. Wait, what did I just see? Lasers. The way forward is blocked by buzzing beams of energy. Touch the beams! Right, yeah, that'd be smart. Another prayer. And the voices of their disciples will resound along the Black River, from shore to shore, from source to mouth. Let's write that down. I'll call it the voice prayer. Note in your pocket. Alright, what did the voice prayer do? Words of the past recite the voice prayer. Righteous sword is a sacrifice prayer. Spirit prayer did the electric current, which I already did. Okay, one problem in this game is that I can't seem to figure out a way to cycle through stuff outside of the quest items. Like, it was lighting up that thing, but I couldn't go a bit farther. Actually, wait. Just for my own edification. Nope, nothing showing controls. Alright. Let's insert a flask, see what happens. The hiss, the flask of faith, settles deep into the cannon. The panel starts flashing almost immediately. Blue and green symbols form patterns, then fly apart, forming several rectangular buttons. Okay, what now? Try touching the words. That seems to be how they do it in the book. Touch the message and say a prayer. These are complicated voice commands for the control of the spaceship. No need to complicate it so much when you could just say, "Hey Alexa," instead. "Hey Navigator, what's the weather like?" "Hey Navigator." Just be great. 3 greenish blue targets are lit up to the weapon control panel. Status check. If you choose the second option, the screen goes black for a moment, then a chart appears on it. This cannon uses more than 20% of all the ship's energy. That's why we're going to turn it off. What's that number mean? The weapon's firepower. If it's to be believed, this weapon can destroy planets. A shiver runs through your body. We should turn it off quickly. We need energy. Deactivate. As you choose the third option, you see a huge message that covers the whole screen. Prayer required. Okay, go ahead. Which one should I say? It's hard to tell. I'll look for something about the weapon or energy. The words "sing a prayer" are flashing insistently across the screen. I think sacrifice prayer. To make a sword descend. Spirit prayer redirects energy. Or I have to sing? Prayers must be sung. However, we are currently in our 453-day mourning period for Acolyte Rimar. The mourning period includes a ban on singing. I see. Let me take a look real quick. Words of the past. Recite the voice prayer. Lower the righteous sword. Recite the sacrifice prayer. Alter the electric river's current. Recite the spirit prayer. I guess it would be the spirit prayer, because I'm trying to get deactivated so we can redirect energy. May strength fill the part of my body that you require most of all, O worthy. Incorrect. Charge of blue energy rushes towards you. Try to dodge it, but still hits your body. You seize up in pain. Ow! Won't be able to take too much more of this. Well, there aren't many options left. I guess it's a sacrifice prayer. Lower the righteous sword. If my hand, O worthy prevents me from serving you, I will cut it off like a withered root. You hear a hiss? The control panel goes dark. The cannon has been deactivated. See, it wasn't that hard. It's the access card D. Alright. Before I go into that tunnel, let's see what if access card D will open cell D. Sell these nuts! Are you proud of me? Access granted. An elegant chest stands in the middle of the room. It looks as though the whole cell has been built around it. A red light starts glowing on the device. Another one, exactly identical, lights up on the chest. Bring the multi-tool close to the chest and it opens on its own. How convenient. What's inside? Medkit. Okay. I'm going to see if I can use the medkit to save the guy. Does it have... Oh, no! That's for healing me. Container on the shelf attracts your attention. Is it just me, or does it seem like there's something valuable in there? Should I check the text? It'll only take me 10 minutes. I'll do it myself. Container on the shelf is locked tightly. Use the multi-tool. Okay, I need a lockpick or something. Let me see. Examine the multi-tool, looking for something that will help you, but you accidentally hit something that causes a red laser beam to shoot out from it. Whoa! Blinking, you see that the lock on the container has melted open. How did you do that? What the heck did I push? You try examining the multi-tool from all sides, but you can't find anything that looks like a laser. Fine. Ooh. I may be able to make another flask, but for now... Let's see where this takes me. Oh, excellent! Other side of the compartment. Another reel. 369. And a 5. Can't open it. Looks like someone already took the audio reel. And it's stuck. Or is it? Yeah, it's stuck. Audio playback device. To activate the playback device, insert Faith into the compartment on the panel, brother. Why is it always Faith? You really should understand by now that all the equipment here runs on it. Well, we need to go get it. Can I get the Faith back from the gun? No, I'm not going to bother with that. Let's save the last guy. Available energy detected. I think we're going to unlock all the rooms now. The infirmary compartment is receiving the required amount of energy. Access granted. Great. Near the wall is a locked container labeled medicine. Use the multi-tool. Find a long probe on the multi-tool that you might be able to use as a lockpick. As soon as you insert it in the lock, something clicks and the door lock opens on its own. It picked the lock itself? Look at the device proudly. Okay. Standing in front of a huge shelving unit. The control panel next to it is illuminated. First thing you notice is 3 blue numbers in the middle of the screen. Touch the first number. Beep! The inside is made up of neat square compartments with different types of bottles in each one. Pick up the closest one and read the old-fashioned paper tag. Dandelion leaf. Folk medicine in the space age. It's empty. You put the flask back on the shelf. How about we check the other compartments? Try 2. Middle of the shelf, you see a gilded box with an ornate inscription. Relics of the Great Martyr Remar. A melted audio reel is lying next to it. Open the box. No way. I don't think it's a good idea to touch sacred relics on a ship where there's a crazy head that shoots lasers. You reluctantly pull your hand away. Take the reel. Take the melted reel. In its current state, you won't be able to listen to it, but I know how to fix that. There's something written on here, but it's hard to read. Sacred truth? Isn't that what the navigator was talking about to get to the top floor? We need to restore this and listen to it as soon as we can. Third number. Dozens of mean-looking metal syringes stare up at you from under their glass caps. They are each filled with a greenish liquid. The label on the inner wall reads stabilizer. I don't know how to inject people. You're lucky I'm a doctor. But actually, I guess you're not that lucky since I don't have hands here. Oh, you remembered something new about yourself? Yeah? Huh. Anyway, I'd feel more confident if it was some kind of spray or gel. Looks like you'll have to learn a new skill today. Fantastic. You carefully lift off one of the caps and take a syringe. It cools your skin and fits comfortably in your hand. Let's go back to the old man in the capsule. Get the equipment. Medical chair, stained with something red. This is a bad ship. I'm just going to say it. Which was the... Was this the old man? Nope. Use a syringe. You have the syringe and you're all ready to save the old man. Inject him, quickly! I've never done this before. I don't think the needle can pierce the capsule's glass. There's a catheter. There, to the left, under the panel. Just stick the needle in there and push out the medicine. A shiver of relief runs through your body as the medicine disappears into the capsule. The old man's condition starts improving before your very eyes. Wait. You cross your arms over your chest and wait. The old man's convulsions gradually stop, his breathing evens out, and his fingers stop tearing at his clothes. Hey, we saved his life! Yep. Now can I take the flask and move on? Alright, alright. Grab the flask. We did well. Alright. Great, now we can listen to it on the player in the library. Oh, well, I'm thinking about it. I'm also concerned that I haven't fought anything yet. Like, that's going to be bad when it happens. To activate the playback device, insert Faith into the compartment on the panel, brother. Why is it always Faith? Okay, let's see. Put the flask in the compartment and it gently slides into the machine. You must say a prayer. Speak your request to the worthy, brother. The voice prayer is what's left. The worthy has heard your prayer, brother. You may activate the device. Thank you, O worthy. Looks like we can use this machine to listen to audio reels recorded by members of the crew. There might be useful information on them. What wonderful technology. Just an ordinary audio player. Wasn't there anything like it in your book? No. Although considering where we are now, nothing should surprise me. Looking at the audio playback device. The control panel is to the left and the reel slot is to the right. So I'm going to throw something out there. I could be completely wrong. I just want to throw out a current theory. He's a doctor. He's being used as a sidekick. He apparently came from an old book. I'm going to guess this is John Watson from the Sherlock Holmes books. If I'm right, that's wild. Let's do first reel number 1. Processing. Hear an old woman's voice coming from the crackling speaker. I remember reading an article criticizing our mission, even before we set off. I want to record the author's thoughts before I forget. He wrote about how the sword, which he blasphemously called a hunk of metal stuck in a stone, led to the idea of dividing us into the worthy and unworthy. Gradually, people who understood that their chances of being found unworthy were extremely high found ways to avoid the test, coming up with crazier and crazier excuses to keep from being stigmatized as unworthy. This hunk of metal, which allegedly got stuck because of shifting stone slabs, caused a general acceleration in the development of interplanetary travel, which eventually led to our departure. However, sometimes even I begin to wonder. The recording cuts out. Processing. Warning. The material you're about to listen to was recorded on Earth, and we consider it to be against our faith and our mission. Hear a middle-aged man's voice coming from the crackling speaker. In my attempts to analyze the influence of faith on our technology in light of recent events, I came upon an interesting detail. After all, behind all technology stands the Lent machine, which has a proven 2% error rate. That means there's a 2% chance that the base algorithm that every machine, every computer is built on is capable of making a mistake or failing. The uncertainty and unpredictability that this fact imposes on seemingly faithful and reliable machines create space for superstition. What if I pray and the mistake doesn't happen? What if I perform a ritual, cross my fingers, and the mistake doesn't happen? The recording ends. Huh. Okay, listen to the restored reel. Processing. Listen to all the tape recordings. Okay, so I didn't miss any. Hear an old man's weak voice coming from the crackling speaker.
Oh, worthy, I pray to you. It is not your strength I desire.
All right. You write the words on a piece of paper held against your knee.
But the responsibility that falls on one who is bold enough to raise a blade above themselves.
The voice cuts out. Then you hear the sound of the elevator opening and the navigator's voice from far off. Is this a sacred truth the navigator was talking about? If it is, then we won't have to work here for 5 years. Alright, let's go to the elevator. I think we'll be allowed up to the sword now, too. I wanna... Oh, it's doing that thing! Okay. Oh! I did it somehow! Okay, I know how to do it. Okay. Well, that's good to have. I'm going to do something maybe a little risky. Okay, no. I wanted to see if I could return the pickaxe, because otherwise it might be gone forever in a minute. Is it going to make me listen to it if I want to get the prayer over again? I'm going to listen to it one more time, just because. O worthy, I pray to you. It is not your strength I desire, but the responsibility that falls on one who is bold enough to raise a blade above themselves. Okay. Alright, let's bounce. We're going to heaven! Do you wish to descend to the lower level? I believe I have grasped the sacred truth. I'm listening, Acolyte. Clear your throat, glancing surreptitiously at the paper in your hand. O worthy, it is not your strength I desire, but the responsibility that falls on one who is bold enough to raise a blade above themselves. That is, indeed, the sacred truth. It must be understood by those who decide to touch the sword and be declared worthy. I am amazed that you are able to grasp it in such a short time. Well, I am prepared to uplift you. Are you sure you're ready? Nothing left undone here? I'm ready. Let's go get the sword. Uplift me. It shall be done. That goes to the server room. Acolyte Etienne. What now? You said we could touch the sword. That is true, but you have been given a more important task right now. Go to the navigator's cabin. First, can I just... You notice a panel sliding back on the wall to reveal a weapon hidden behind it. That looks familiar. You automatically touch the back of your head. I'm going! Navigator? That thing's huge. Why did you summon me? Well, besides to kill me, obviously. I need you to change the ship's course. Change it? Can't you do that yourself? I do not have the authority. Only the crew members can confirm the decision to go back. Go back? But what about the search for the worthy? Most of the crew has lost faith in our goal. Is that why you killed them? I simply made several harsh decisions based on purely economical reasons to reserve food and oxygen for the more useful crew members. Listen, the only thing I'm interested in is the sword. I'd permit you to touch it if you confirm our course change. I am torn on this one. Yeah. Okay, so let me work on my thinking, like what's going on. On the one hand, it feels wrong to do what the big evil robot says. On the other hand, I really need to touch that sword. And also, going back... What does going back mean? Wait a minute. Hold on. If I turn them around and then take Excalibur, then in theory, they don't have a reason anymore to be out here anyway, so returning makes sense. I don't feel great about this, but I'm going to say it doesn't affect me anyways. Let's do that. Okay, it doesn't affect me anyways. Fine, what do I need to do? First, confirm your bloodline by stating your ancestral code. Code, you tap on the cage. None of the characters ever say a code in the text. Hold on. I forgot my code. If you do not remember your code, state the name of your ancestors and I will confirm the code from the database. I doubt I'm in the database. Then how did you get on the ship? If you are on the ship, you are part of the crew. You are an acolyte. There can be no outsiders here. If you are part of the crew, the computer begins to give off a wisp of smoke. You must have a lineage, or else you would not have been accepted onto the crew. Keep talking. Can't there be an exception to your rules? There are no exceptions. Conclusion is simple. You are a member of the crew who refuses to confirm their lineage. That means you are in opposition to our mission, which therefore means you must be eliminated. Well, I'd say that's not far from the truth. Holy crap. Alright, let's do some core damage to it. I don't think summon will damage me. Whoa, hello. Oh, but most of them only have 1 hit point, so AoE should actually help. I'm glad I chose splash damage for this thing. Let's hit this one because it has more hit points and is about to hit me. Alright, I think I got a pretty good system going. Okay, I have a plan. Good combo system going. I think I'm about to finish this. 2 more hits should do it. Sinner, the worthy will punish your soul. Navigator's core flares up from within. Sinner, sinner, sinner,
confirm.
The navigator's voice cuts out in the middle of the word. Suddenly, a siren starts sounding. Get to the sword now! He awakened the whole crew and they'll be here soon! Reserve power activated. Total system reboot in 3 minutes. Hurry, Etienne! Warning, sinner on the upper deck. He's already back up? No time to waste thinking about that. Head for the sword! Bang, bang, bang! They'll break through any minute! The sword draws your full attention. The majestic hilt gleams in the light, and the sharp blade disappears into the thick stone. I'll try and use my hands to pull it out first. Right, maybe out of all the people in the world, you're actually the worthy? You lower your head, take a deep breath, and walk up to the stone. That was sarcasm! Find another way to get the sword out, quickly! Your hands feel like they're filled with strength, and lightning seems to flash inside you. You're wasting time! I am worthy. What are you mumbling over there? Can't we use a laser or something to cut it out of the stone? I am worthy! Your legs lead you forward of their own accord. Your hand grabs the sword's hilt and it fits perfectly. It's your sword. All you have to do is pull it out. And... damn it! Your muscles burn, but the sword doesn't move an inch. Can we please find a laser? Try yell at the sword. Something rises up in your soul. Despair? Yes, it seems to be despair. Come on, you hell fiend! Get out of there! Come on! Anger and yelling are a perfect combination, but Excalibur doesn't care. It remains cold, mocking, and motionless. They're getting desperate! They'll blow up the whole ship! A high-pitched squeal from behind the door drowns out the siren's wail. They remember that they have an automatic chainsaw, diamond-coated, from page 142! Now we really don't have time! Damn it all! Glaring at the stone, you fumble around in your pockets. Use the pickaxe. The pickaxe glints in your hands. You wind up and strike the edge of the stone. A big, ragged chunk falls to the floor with a crash. That's kind of unfair, but pretty efficient. I need to get that sword at any cost. The shouting behind the door gets louder. The sword lurches forward. You throw your pickaxe to the side and manage to catch it at the last second. There are still bits of stone in the blade, but all in all, Excalibur is free! You're fast! Seems like the stone got pretty worn out over the course of the journey. You try to raise Excalibur triumphantly, but it's too heavy. Besides, the saw's sharp teeth are tearing apart the thick steel door right before your very eyes. Time to get out of here? Time. You grasp the sword with all your strength. To get out of here! Leave the book. I did the impossible job. Oh! I got some of the stone with it, too. Can't believe that thing fit in there. It's kind of short. Am I crazy? Alright. I like that it's disappeared from the cover. Well... honestly, screw those people. That ship sucked. Did you get the item? Yeah, I got your item. Need to get some sleep now. I'm exhausted. Hello? Etienne, you called. Did something happen? I called you? Yeah. I was away for the weekend, but when I came back, there were 15 missed calls on my machine. I figured something must have happened to you. Damn. Looking around at the empty beer bottles. Hey, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I apologize for bothering you. Don't worry about it. Well then. Goodbye, I guess? Yes. Goodbye. I really thought I got a call from the client. Oh, there we go. The order has been accepted. You may go. There was no envelope. What envelope? You know, the one with money inside that you usually give me after. Last time you ruined an order that cost me 600,000 pounds sterling. How much? And you think I'm going to pay you for that? Think of it as compensation for my losses. Hold on, you paid me 1,000 per order. That still leaves you with so much money. That's all I have to say. Ugh.
Easy to get in.
Alright. Sleep time. I am going to do another case after this, just because I think we have the time on the stream. It's been a tough day. A week later. What a wonderful day. Aw, flowers. Man, I clean things up. That smells wonderful. Hello? There's a job. I'm ready. Anything else? No. The order's at your door. Sure is strange today.
It's easier to get a new one.
Need to put this on the desk. Timeless Mansion. Alright, let's see. A strange note. The contractor agrees to infiltrate Timeless Mansion by Helena Roberty and extract an item, the cursed clock. The client agrees to pay the negotiated sum upon fulfillment of the contract. Huh. Author's face has been scratched out. An excerpt from a review. Fresh and original as always. Nowadays, there really aren't enough authors who are this original and can also release new books so fast. Another one where we use the big section. Alright, let's explore my setup. Ooh, when did I get this? Not as spacious as I expected. I appear to be growing... That looks like thyme to me. Not sure what that is. Oh, but it looks like I might be making tea. That's pretty cool. Oh, let's get my new ability. Wait.
Easy to get in.
What?
Easy to get in.
Which should I choose?
Easy to get in.
Did I get both? Is there a way I can check? Weird. See what the paper says. New book announcement. This battle will be the last. Ulrich the Giant and Gaston the Decapitator finally meet on the battlefield. Each one has his total faith in his victory, and each one possesses a mighty artifact. Can Excalibur take on the Hammer of Thor? You will find out for yourself in this latest book from the author behind the bestsellers Sweeping Strike and Sweeping Strike 2, Tig Torf, and made these heroes strike to win. Can't they come up with a better story for these artifacts? Can I get back in the kitchen? I can. Whoa, why is it hanging open? The fridge needs to be defrosted. Do not turn on. The sink is full of dishes. Am I really going to have to wash them? If not me, then who? Just to be a good neighbor. Phew, finally, I hope I'm not being taken advantage of. Honestly, like, I feel like I've been kind of a bad neighbor anyway, so might as well do something good, right? Let's check that room downstairs. Have the new neighbors moved in already? Alright. I warn you, this place does not have a fire extinguisher anymore. So don't make a quick exit if something's on fire. Oh, and the thing in the door. Forgot about that. Mr. Quist, I would like to congratulate you on your purchase of an apartment. You were not the best of renters and were constantly late with payments. However, when you told me you were prepared to purchase the entire apartment, I was overjoyed. I am delighted that you have a new source of income, since as far as I understand, you no longer write for a living. It seems you made the right choice. I wish you good luck. Mr. Askold Bermendal. That is a great name. All right, let's dive in. Finally, I landed on something soft. Ahem. Maybe too soft. Ew. You examine your souls. So, how did it go? I think successfully nabbing Excalibur really redeemed me in the client's eyes. So, now you'll get easier jobs? No more killer robots threatening us? I hope so. We're supposed to find a clock of some sort. Doesn't sound too complicated. Ready to get started? Let's do it. First, quiet the place. So now what? Why don't we start by finding a way into the mansion? I hope the front door isn't locked. I was honestly wondering if I could get more information on my buddy. What? Hey, it's a cute place. Etienne? Are you okay? Yes. This was one of my places, wasn't it? What the? Oh. A woman runs past without even glancing at you. I trapped him! I trapped the monster! Run away! Monster? So the jobs didn't get easier. Steps collapse under their own weight. Old rusted pipes run along the wall. One of the pipes is dripping. Actually, the water is full on flowing out of it. It's too late to save this pipe.
Damn girl! Get back here and let me out! I'll find you, and your friends too! Do you really think this cage can stop me?
Is this the monster?
Who are you?
Man pauses and stares at you. Damn.
Etienne?
You know him?
Etienne!
The man's eyes seem to burn through you. You look away, but not before noticing that the man's hands are trembling with anger. I think we should get out of here quickly.
Stop right there, you bastard! Answer me! What did you do with Amanda? Where's my wife?
Hold on, what does this all mean? Not now. Best not to open that door. Window is boarded up tight. It's locked and won't open without a key. Go to the hall. Why does that fellow in the basement know you? This book. I wrote it. What? What do you mean? I created this mansion, but I was arrested before I had a chance to finish the book. So how did your client get this book then? We've only been stealing from books that are on the market. I imagine the rights to it went to my publisher, and they decided to have another writer finish it. So that's why the dreadful man in the basement knows you. You created him? Yes, but not like that. It was the story of a generous aristocrat who lived in a beautiful mansion with his wife. You definitely wouldn't catch me writing about a murderer in a blood-soaked basement. You think the new author changed a lot? I think so, yes. Who's this Amanda he mentioned? Is she here somewhere too? She's not here anymore. It's better if we talked about that later. This clock wasn't meant to be here either. Let's take a look since it's what we're here for. It's an ancient clock. The steel frame around it is covered with small inscriptions, some of which are impossible to make out. There's something written here. The clock master's lifetime. Something something with the time on the clock itself. It's too bad it stopped. I'm guessing we need to bring back a working clock? Etienne? Yes, a working one. You notice 3 huge holes in the mechanism. There are 3 gears missing. We have to search the whole mansion. Well, you should know your way around here pretty well, since you created all this. Are we at the end of the book? That's right. The plot has ended and the heroine managed to lock the monster in the basement and escape. Nothing else happened in the plot after this. A happy ending. We need to go back to somewhere on page 150 or so. That's where the mansion will be in the best shape for us to search it. Even the staircase is in ruins right now. I didn't know you could do that. So are we going to jump between pages? Jumping is the easy part. The hard part is landing on the same spot on another page. If I miss or okay, that's why I'm confused. The phrase doesn't make sense. If I miss or end up between pages without my powers, it could end badly. Should we risk it? I want to look around here a little more. Portrait of the housemaster before he changed. Don't have quite enough to make anything yet, but I'm getting there. This was a room for entertaining guests. Huh. Looks like the master of the house became less social. And his definition of entertainment changed, too. What an awful place. Why do you say that? I think it's quite an adorable mansion. Everywhere I look, I see the crude strokes of the other author who twisted all this. But on the other hand, I do understand the publisher's position. Young adult horror certainly sells better than what I imagine you originally wrote as a novel. So write the damn young adult horror. Why did they have to ruin my book for it? I'll never be able to put things back the way they were here. Don't feel discouraged. You will get your shackles off and you can start a new book. I'm sure the new story and characters you create will be just as wonderful. Fine. I can't cut anything yet. Oh, dang. Look at that bloodstain. The master's clearly not a modest man. This is such a twisted idea. I kind of love it. Wait, could the real reason he knows me be because I'm about to go back in time and actually mess with stuff? Let me see if the woman is like right outside the gate or something. Nope. Clockmaker. You watch the man hit the door of the cage over and over with his bare hands. Each blow injures his hands, but the wounds quickly heal themselves. He didn't have powers like that before. It's the clock. Remember what the inscription said about how it's connected to its master? While the clock is stopped, nothing can hurt its master. Well, either that or he was born with inhuman regenerative abilities. The man glances briefly at you. Soon, Etienne. This door isn't as sturdy as you might think. Soon we'll have a nice little chat, face to face. You'll pay for everything you've done to me. For Amanda. And for abandoning me here. Alright, let's time jump. I think it worked. We're on page 120 now. It's a little more pleasant here, don't you think? Etienne, you don't want to keep doing this, do you? No, I don't. But I don't really have a choice. Do you think the client knew this was your book and sent you here on purpose? I don't think he cares either way. Help me! Let me out! Who's that? Another victim? Let's go find out. Come on. Can I get a crowbar yet? I can. Sounded like it was coming through here. Hey! Anybody? Guys? Jonathan? Guys? Is anyone there? Help me! Jonathan? The voice is coming from behind those shelves. I hear it. Oh, who are you? I'm here to help. Help! My hands! She shows you the handcuffs behind her back. How did you end up here? You fiddle with the handcuffs. My brother and I were looking for something. Oh, Jonathan! He's still around here somewhere! Promise me you'll find him. I promise. Thank you. By the way, you haven't seen any gears around here, have you? Big ones, for a clock. No, sorry. It's okay. Although, when I was searching the study upstairs, I found a secret compartment in the desk, but it was empty. What do you mean searching? Did I say searching? I must have misspoke. Alright, I'll check it out later. Finish fiddling with the handcuffs and the girl is finally free. Thank you! She rubs her freed wrists. Well, I think it's time to get out of here. I'll take care of your brother. The girl nods briefly. She looks around the room for a second, and with barely noticeable disappointment disappears behind the door. More of your characters? They seem fairly well written. Really bad at lying, though. No, I don't know her. Plain writing desk stands against the wall. There's nothing of interest on the desk or in the drawers. Not in this time, at least. Empty box that smells like tobacco. One of the master's letters. It's an invitation to a ball hosted at his mansion. This is the mansion master's study. It's so sparse. Apparently whoever rewrote your book didn't know much about creating pleasant settings. I don't think it's all that bad. Oh. These gears won't fit the clock. Cabin is locked tight. I'll have to come back for that. This is the mansion master's desk. Examine the secret compartment. Notice the bottom of the drawer has a strange edge. You press lightly on the bottom and discover an impressively large secret compartment underneath. This could fit a whole gear. It could, if someone had put one in here. Close the drawer. Should we check out this desk in another time, since it had to be here at some point? I hope so. Still not enough. Really need a lockpick. Master's clearly not a modest man. It's kind of cool that we need different stuff in different times. Uh-oh. There we go. Got stuck for a second. Let's check outside. I'd block the doorway, but let's see what's down here for now. Look at the empty cell. The scratches on the floor and the chains hanging from the walls make this a frightening place, even without. I wonder where our monster is in this time. I think we're better off not running into him. It looked like he was ready to kill you right there and then. You think the new author made him like that? No. Nothing's changed there. Oh. But he's not supposed to hurt the other characters. You examine the manacles on the walls. And this change in him bothers me. Sealed boxes that smell like dirt. Not saying on ceremony, you pry open the box with the crowbar. Alright. Here's what's ruining the staircase in the future. Looks like there's a water pipe leak. The pipes are indeed leaking badly. The smell of dampness lingers in the air. Examine the small crack in the pipe. You instinctively clench your fists, preparing yourself for the burning pain from your shackles. Just need a little bit. It's not a huge hole. Place a small drop of your ink on the crack in the pipe. Ink slowly takes on the appearance and properties of metal. Come on, faster! You grit your teeth as the pain from your shackles burns you. I think that's it. The crack's gone. Phew! You exhale and pull up your sleeves to look at your hands. Are you alright? Yeah. It's best not to show what you see to Roderick. You push your sleeve, wet with blood, back into place. We should go check on the staircase in the future. I hope this works. Huh. Alright. I think I've done everything I can in this time. Except for this. Oh, it won't let me move the thing back in place. That's annoying. Oh, and I should see if I can make anything. I can make two things. I have a more immediate need for a lockpick, so let's do that. All set. Is anything else needing picking? I don't think so. Not at the moment. Go to 2000. Hey, look, it worked! That staircase is fixed. Let's go see what's left of the second floor. Check the secret compartment. Bingo! One of the gears you're looking for is inside. Too bad there's just the one. Put the gear in your pocket. Let's go put it in the clock. And then we'll look for the rest. Also, we have to save that girl's brother, who should be somewhere in the past. So much to do. A man is standing in the hallway, holding a strange walkie-talkie and flipping various levers on it. Maria, come in! Or, Mariah, come in! Damn it, Mariah! The only sound coming from the walkie-talkie is static. The man taps it angrily as though hitting it will help. Damn, I think he's... You notice the man's police hat. The man suddenly turns around and you see that his face is made of paper. Stop right there! Breathing heavily, measuring you with his eyes. He raises his walkie-talkie to his face. For the record, during a routine patrol, Sergeant Kiko Brights encountered an unlicensed bookwalker. To hell with you. He knows that the walkie-talkie still isn't working. How can I help you? State your name at the very least, and remove your disguise. Why the hell aren't you saying anything? State your name, and I'll note it down as mitigating circumstances. Don't make me use force. My name is... Robert Potter. I mean James, yeah. James Potter. I mean, for the record, the unlicensed bookwalker refuses to state his name and is lying to the officer. He is also concealing his face behind a mask. Take that thing off right now. Maybe it's best if we do what he says. If he finds out who I am, he'll find me in reality, and that'll be the end of me. And you. I don't know what the problem is, officer. I'm a licensed walker, and I'm here by order of my publisher. Oh, yeah? And who's this publisher that sends their employees into books that haven't been pulled from stores? Well, we have a special kind of publisher. The man starts striding towards you, unbuckling his uniform jacket as he approaches. You raise your fist, preparing to defend yourself. It's too bad Mariah's not here. She really loves beating up thugs like you. For the record, commencing neutralization. Oh, it does more damage. That's good. Alright, I can't afford to keep doing that, so let's drain him. Whatever skill he disables, hopefully I get it back after this fight. Ah, that's an annoying one to disable. He's gonna do it again. Okay, it looks like Slash is back. That's good. time to switch back to doing the other thing. There we go. Okay, that's fine. Man looks at you angrily. Damn you! Fine. Mariah will deal with you later, thief. The man instantly disappears, as though he was never there, but the bruises on your body say otherwise. Damn, this is really bad. I can imagine. Disobeying the writers' police is one thing, but fighting the police, attacking a police officer, plus stealing from a book that is still in their license, it's not 30 years, of course, but it could definitely get 5 to 7. So not even close to what you were accused of? What in the world did you do, Etienne? Hold on. You also said you hadn't finished the book when they arrested you, which means something happened here in this mansion. And it was something to do with the mansion's master and someone named Amanda. How about we get down to business before that policeman gets here with backup? Wanted to see if there was a thing there. Insert the gear. Put the first gear into the clock. Hear the furious cries of the mansion's master coming from the basement. You think that'll help you, Etienne? You don't even know what that clock does. How did he know we were... We need to find the other 2 gears. But let's speed things up a little. I feel really uncomfortable in this place. I thought you'd be glad to be back in your... No, I'm not. And this isn't my book anymore. They twisted and destroyed everything they could here. I wish I could burn this whole book to ashes. Alright, let's start with the girl's brother. Maybe he knows something, since as far as I can tell, they investigated all this already. We didn't see him in the past. Can you jump even earlier? Yeah. Where are we headed? Let's go to 1990. Phew! I guess today is our lucky day. So many jumps and we're still in one piece. Maybe it's because you're so skillful? Stop it. Hey, sorry, I'm just trying to lighten things up a little. Thanks for trying. One of the master's letters. It's charred and it's addressed to his lover Amanda. What's this? There isn't supposed to be a passageway here. I guess the master is building a secret room? The mansion's master wouldn't tear down this wall himself. He's a well-off aristocrat. His servants should be around here somewhere. It's probably their work. I don't see any servants in this time. Looks like the new author took them out of the plot. Do you think they put them in another book? Of course not. No one in their right mind would take a character out of a book. That breaks one of the most serious writer's laws. They probably just got erased. Whoa! We need to search this place in different times, since there might be a secret passage here. Alright. I saw that secret passage, like, behind the painting. I just couldn't get there. I thought I got something I could extract. Guess the planks are for something else. Barrels. They smell like wine. No stairway up there. Interesting. Can you jump it? We look down through the hole at a dried up thorn bush. How about we look for something to put over the hole, like planks? Let's see. Hope it holds. I'll check that out in a second. First, I also had a chance to look at the barrel. I need pliers. Locked from the inside. Let's get in there. Plain writing desk stands against the wall. There's no way it's not important since it's behind bars. Open the only drawer, but it's empty. So, if we assume the author rewriting someone else's books isn't particularly intelligent, then it's obvious. Push on the bottom of the drawer and open a secret compartment underneath. Another false bottom. Your thought process is good, but it's still empty. Feel around the drawer just in case, but you don't find anything. Am I missing something? Do I need to check another time again? Maybe we should search the other rooms? We haven't checked them all yet. Okay. Key sticking out of the door. Ooh, think we should take that? Might come in handy in another time. Turn the key in the lock and to open the door, then you put the key in your pocket. Fantastic. Know exactly where that's useful. I'm still one piece of metal away from being able to make pliers. Can I go outside? No. Alright, let's check some other times. Let's go all the way to the end. Since that's the thing I know I need to do. One of the master's letters. It's an invitation to a meeting with him. Plain writing desk stands against the wall. There's nothing of interest on the desk or in the drawers. Not in this time, at least. That seemed like a no-brainer. I'm surprised. Maybe just jump to 95 and check that room out. Still no? Oh, I need to check about the secret passage, of course. This painting caught my eye right away. Figured there must be a hiding place behind it. Why'd you say something right away? I don't know. Well, we definitely know what's behind the painting. How should I open it? Look behind the painting and see that it's mounted on vertical runners set into the wall. I think it slides upwards. You push gently and the picture slides upwards. Teenage boy is standing in the middle of the room, covering his face with his hands in fright. Hey, let's talk! Don't kill me! We're not associated with your kidnapper. Are you Jonathan? Yes. The kid lowers his hands and tries to get a glimpse of you in the light. Well, we kind of are, but not in the way you think. Damn, that's a cool mask. I told everyone we should wear masks for this job too, but they just laughed at me. Your sister asked me to find you. Sister? I don't have a sister. Huh. Well, that's what she told us. Hold on, was she a short girl, Samantha? She's still here? No, we helped her get out. It was her idea to rob this mansion. She promised us there was a ton of loot inside, but all we found was rotting walls and that psycho. How many of you were there? 6, but 3 ran away right at the beginning, and we saw him kill 1. Well, I'd say they definitely did some work on your character there. He's not mine anymore now. You can still fix him, right? I'm afraid not. So you're thieves? Not really. We're more like... well, yeah, we're thieves. Okay. I'm something of a thief, too. Whoa! The kid looks at you like he's found his new hero. By the way, have you seen any gears, big ones around here? Gears? No. Are they valuable? Not really. If you check the desk with the secret compartment in the storage room already, then check the master study. I think he hid something in both places. We actually already found a gear in the master study, but nothing in the storage room. He's got this crazy thing set up with a double false bottom. Did you get it open? A double false bottom? Yeah, first you open the false bottom. There should be another one under that. We went through all that just for... Alright, time to go back and check out this double false bottom. And quickly, you untie the kid. Thanks! Gets up off the floor and, glancing around, leaves the room. A familiar dark blue police uniform appears in your peripheral vision. However, the woman in the uniform seems completely calm and collected. I'm Sergeant Mariah Glowitz, the woman says casually, tapping the badge on her chest. You're under arrest for suspicion of plagiarism and attacking a police officer. She puts on dark leather gloves. I advise you to stop resisting and come with me. And if I don't, then I will have no choice but to use force. She balls her hands into fists and grins slightly. Well, in that case, I apologize for making you use force. You roll out your shoulder, limbering up. That's a badass line. Alright, let's start by hitting her hard. I'm okay with stun, but I'm a little frustrated that she's gonna keep disabling my stuff. Seriously? Do I just... Yeah, cheat. Actually, no. I'm gonna shield and hope that I get my drain back so I can recharge. Perfect. Mariah is breathing heavily. She's leaning to the side, but manages to somehow keep her balance. This isn't over, thief. The whole police force will come looking for you. Fight the establishment. Beat both cops without taking any damage. Nice. So you can blink, Mariah Glowitz disappears in the book. Are you alright? I've been better. You straighten the crumpled papers on your face. Quickly find what used to be a hiding place. A false bottom is sideways inside the drawer. It's empty. We should check in the past. Was there also a double false bottom in the master study? Oh, I didn't unlock this. No, I can't check the desk. Okay. Oh, that's right, it needed. There's no way it's not important, since it was behind bars. Examine the desk more closely. Remember what the kid said about the double false bottom? Guess the new author is more clever than I thought. I mean, to come up with a double false bottom really takes a higher level of thinking. Open the second false bottom of the drawer and take another gear out of the compartment. One less gear to find. Time to go back to the clock? We should go to the latest time we can to put the gears in. What if something happens to the clock over the course of the years? Put the second gear into the clock. Now we just need to find the third one and the clock should start working again. Etienne? You asked about Amanda. The wife of that maniac in the basement? But there's some things I was able to figure out using my powers of deduction. So you created Amanda and her husband and the cute little story of their cozy backwoods mansion. And then you and Amanda started to get, well, close. What gives you that idea? Back when we were in the car, you told me you always try to make characters realistic and well-developed. And my guess is that Amanda turned out exactly that way. Your powers of deduction or whatever you said are pretty good. But then you took Amanda somewhere. That's the part I don't understand yet. Where could you have taken her? There's no trace of her in the book. Wait. You didn't. You took her out of the book? I get it. The things you do for love, but... Etienne, you do realize you're not just messing with writer's law, but with more serious laws. Human laws. I'm paying the price for that now. You raise your shackled wrists. In any case, we both knew what we were up against and what would happen to us. So that's what they arrested you for? 30 years for what you did? Broke one of the most serious writer's laws, extracted a character, and then turned into a real, living human. Where's Amanda now? Do you live with her? In the end, we broke up. Huh? Despite everything you went through? Indeed. So, getting back your ability to write, it's probably the one thing in my life that I can at least try to fix. So that's why you agreed to take on these jobs. Bam! Lose something, Etienne? The mansion's master is holding the final gear. Damn it. So, where's Amanda? The man is trying incredibly hard to stay calm, his head tilted slightly to the right. Where is my wife? The man pauses for a second, tilting his head to the left. I can't be forgetting her. I can't! He starts rubbing his temples furiously. We don't need to bring up Amanda. Just let me try and help you. Let me try and rewrite you the way you were before. Are you sure? What about your shackles? Damn. You're right. The man continues to rub his temples, his eyes unfocused. I remember her. With you. And now I can't find her anywhere! He looks at you, his head slowly tilting to the right again. At the same time, his minor attack of confusion passes, and his anger rises up in its place. Bring her back. I can't. You stole Amanda from me, and you left me here alone! And someone else came. He did something to me! I don't want to kill anyone. This is a different part. His head tilts to the left again. You notice his clothes are stained with fresh blood. Wait, why do you have that girl? Did he get to her? Damn thugs. I'll never forgive them for what they did to you. You're supposed to be... The blow hits you in the chest. Ugh! Etienne! The man tucks his gear away inside his shirt, and he starts cracking his knuckles. Let me try. Maybe I can rewrite at least something in you. Oh, don't worry. I don't need help. I certainly enjoy my newfound powers. He clenches his fist tightly. Oh, dang. Alright, let's hit him hard while we can. Whoa! He double hit! I didn't know you could do that! Holy crap! And he's hitting hard! I'm gonna have to stun him again. Just so he's not hitting me as often. I can't. Oh, crap. Less than ideal. At least he missed. Okay. Is that all you've got, you bastard? The man's injuries start healing before your very eyes. At the same time, you hear the gears in the clock making a clanking sound. It's as though they're trying to start working, but can't because the last gear is missing. What the? Remember what I said about the inscription on the clock and how it's connected to its master? Figured that out. While the clock is stopped, nothing can hurt its master. You spot the last gear lying on the floor between you and the reanimated monster. It seems to have fallen out of his shirt while you were fighting. You raise your eyes to the man and he looks back at you with a venomous smirk. Just try. You charge forward, but the instant your hand touches the gear, the man grabs you. You find yourself in a tight chokehold. No luck? Whispering with effort. Drop down. You drop sharply out of his grip and grab the gear from the floor. Damn it! In an instant, you're standing by the clock. Put it in, quickly! Put the gear in without looking. Without a second glance, you push the gear down. Fortunately, you got it right in the correct spot. The clock immediately starts ticking. No! The man grabs that empty air in a final attempt to stop you. Etienne! He grabs his head as a shudder passes through his body. He begins to age rapidly, and the injuries from this previous fight, not only the one against you, start reappearing all over him. No! He swings his arms helplessly and starts dissolving into dust. You watch it all happen silently until there's nothing left of the monster except a pile of ashes. But now what? Nothing. You walk up to the character's ashes, digging around until you find a small, crumpled piece of paper. You quickly rip it in two. I've had enough. You pick up the clock and get ready to jump out of the book. We can talk about all this, Etienne, if you want to talk. I think effectively destroying that book was the right thing to do. Also, that woman that called earlier, that's got to be Amanda, right? Did you get the item? Shove it.
Time to raid the house.
I can't keep this up anymore. Two minutes later. What the? Hello? There's an urgent job. I'm not... No, you're taking it. I think I've had enough. I don't want to do this anymore. Etienne, it's your last job. You knew what book that was, and you specifically sent me to steal from it? I'm just the middleman, Etienne. I don't pick the jobs. I don't care! You can take your job and go to hell! Calm down and listen to me. Finishing these jobs is your only chance at getting your abilities back. I know you know this. You can't work off this sentence. 30 years is just an impossible amount. Your publisher betrayed you. Your lover left you. It's time to take back what you're owed. How do you... Etienne, you're only a single step away from freedom. Fine. Excellent, excellent. The order is at your door. Hangs up. They didn't even give me a proper break. I'm surprised. Let's take a look at what this is.
It's easy to get a new one.
I need to put this on the desk. The Heart of Sand. Let me get my abilities before I do anything else. Increase shield duration. Heal on use. Oh, that's way more useful. Doing that. You know, I've done 2. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm loving this game. It is so good. That last one was so hard, but it was also kind of beautiful. Like, I love the way they handled time jumping. I liked the premise of it. I love how it was executed. Just masterful. Very good. And I'm actually thinking next week we might be wrapping up this game. If you want to find my work, best ways to go to BWHComics.com. I'm also at BWHComics on Patreon, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. I do stream on this channel every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can also find my weeb comic Cospain, comic about cosplay and convention craziness, over at cospaincomic.com. So, that's going to be it. Until next time, rock on, guys, and never stop drawing.